Hey guys, it's me again, and usually at this point I've already made like 2 or 3 other videos about why I got suspended on Twitch, and I've been farming this a lot, but unfortunately something that has nothing to do with Twitch at all actually took precedence over this, and that's why I haven't really made any comments or said anything on anywhere about any of this. And so, first video, or
So already, and we've kind of talked about this, other people say the most vile and atrocious stuff. They'll get a slap on the wrist. Maybe they say they'll get banned for quote unquote 7 days. And the next day, you see them get unbanned. And then people like me, well, I don't know if you've been banned.
I got banned last week. I got banned for a week.
Neo and other people, we get banned, and though it's either you get the perma, or you're going for like a week or two. It's insanity.
Yeah, I was banned for wearing a German tanker outfit while playing War Thunder with German tanks in a historical context.
Maybe Dan is a cat person.
You're safe, Nani. It has to be. That's why he likes cat girls. Skybrows predicted it.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
I agree. Yep.
first part of this video is going to be talking about that, and then the second part is going to be talking about the Twitch suspension. I got suspended for 2 weeks. I'll probably try to appeal it, see if I can get it down to a week. We don't really know. If not, maybe I'll stream on...
Wow, 2 weeks.
2 weeks, wow.
Freaking weeks,
I thought a week was long.
Holy, wow, okay then. Sure.
Like,
Sure.
yeah, I feel like they might move that up to a perma real soon if they're feeling generous. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
I got a quick question.
Yeah.
You guys want me to keep this outfit, or should I go to my full colonial golden age Dutch outfit?
You could stay with this one. It's all good.
Do whatever.
This is Warhammer. I figured.
Whatever you want.
Like, well, you know what? Since we're doing topics that are kind of dodgy, let's go full out. Is this the right one? Yeah, there we go.
Take a vacation. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided yet. But anyway, that's the TLDR. So about 3 or 4 days ago, because the day that I got suspended, I actually didn't even go live. Now, why is that?
Okay, I didn't realize it was going to make you big for doing that.
Whoa, okay, I'm massive.
Yeah, I got it.
Normally, I'm the big guy.
Well, it's because the day before that, I had a health symptom that was identical to my dad's health symptom before he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
Holy smokes, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude. And then on top of that, this news, holy smokes, man.
Yeah, not good.
Poor Asmon.
Scary.
I don't know, man. It just seems like everything is going against him now, yeah. But I don't know. I feel like he should keep going, but depending on how bad it is, yeah, he might need to take a break. Yeah.
I was about to say I would take those 2 weeks and just go, okay, calm down, get some stuff fixed, and then go back in.
Yeah.
So this, I got really upset. I was freaking out. And so I'm laying in bed, I'm fucking petrified, I am like panicked, I'm looking things up online, I'm messaging people, I eventually go to the emergency room and I go through all of this, and I don't want to get into the details of what the symptoms were or anything, because honestly it's kind of gross, but all you need to know is...
The fact that he is still here and taking the time to explain what's going on, and I have no doubt that he's gonna come back kicking once this ban is over. But I don't know. We gotta start something. Maybe like free Asmongold. Twitter, bro. Lawless has got this in my head where I call him Asmongold, and it's driving me insane right now because I'm like Asmongold.
It's fine. He calls himself that.
Dude, free Asmongold, Chad. Let's start it on Twitter.
Yeah, let's get a hashtag going, chat.
Yeah, let's do it.
And so I fell asleep on the futon over there, and I wake up, and this is like the day I got suspended, and I had been like, at this point I had not been on my computer at all in like 24 hours, right? Because I was so stressed out and upset about this. All I could do was just lay down, and I didn't know, like, am I dying? Is there something wrong with me, right? And so
very understandable. Like, I don't know, I feel like most people would probably quit at that point, but he's still standing strong, so
I look at and I see the reflection. Like this is just stupid, but like I can see the reflection of this monitor from this monitor, and I can kind of see like, are there new messages? And I saw that there was like a post about like a tweet, and I'm like, I just had a feeling that I was getting suspended, right? I just had a feeling, and I looked and I got suspended, and I was like, this.
Dixon.
He just knew.
You just knew, man.
Like,
It was
He's like,
coming.
yeah, I
Here we
messed up.
go again.
Yep.
Here we go
Aw,
again.
here we go again.
Just when we pay for it. Okay, let me stop.
The first time I got the computer, I'm like, well, how long is it? I said 14 days. I said, thank God, right? Thank God.
I'm gonna be honest, if I were him, I'm just waiting for the day I get perma. I'm just waiting. I don't care about
Yeah.
2 weeks or 1 week. Just where's the perma?
Yeah.
Hand it over.
He was probably expecting that it was gonna be a perma. Oh,
Yeah.
my
At
God.
some point, he's going to play
Thank
Britney
God.
Spears. Oops, I did it again.
Oh man.
Yeah, thank God he didn't, because I would feel really bad for him. I think that he's one of the few people that I don't mind like tuning into every now and then, because
Yeah.
he has some pretty solid takes. Not always, but hey, at least he's not wearing his tie-dye shirt this time.
Yeah, but the beauty of like not being a psycho is
Mhm.
understanding that you can disagree with somebody and
Yeah.
still get along with each other. And I think
Sure.
that's what separates people like you and I, or
Mhm.
whoever, from these other people that can't stand hearing a difference in opinion, right?
Yeah, we want diversity, but not in ideas, because everybody has to think like me, because otherwise you're a bigot.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And the people coming after your comments in that tweet, look, all I have to say is I'm praying for him. I'm just praying for him.
Yeah.
You
I
have
mean,
to
I gotta
debate
be
though.
honest. When I first know about this guy, I was like, "Oh, he's a dirty man. I don't like anything he does because he's so filthy." And he cleaned up his act, and I actually started following some of his content, and I'm like, "Okay, dude has something to say. It's just he needs to treat himself and his environment better."
That's
Did
fair.
you guys both start watching him when he started getting more into like politics and news and stuff like that? Or yeah, okay. I've watched him since he
Mhm.
started playing Final Fantasy 14.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah,
Ooh,
That's
Final
a crazy
Fantasy 14.
journey.
because I played 14 back then, and when he
I
started
tried to
playing
play
it,
it.
that's when I got interested in him. I was like, okay, I'm gonna see what this is all about.
Such
I tried
devastation.
playing 14, but I
Yeah.
play it through Steam, and for some reason, the Steam interface is so horrible that I had to copy paste on top of my screen the login screen when
Mhm.
I was launching it from a safe-based modem. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
couldn't log myself in because it's so bad. So I'm like, I'm done with Final Fantasy 14 through Steam.
Beautiful.
And their interface in recovering your account is horrible.
He did stop playing 14. Don't remember. I think he just got bored of playing it, honestly, and
It gets
he
repetitive.
yeah,
Yeah.
he also got followed around by like thousands of people in the game, and it was very hard for him to even play in the first
Oh,
place. So
Yeah, that
that
doesn't make it
that's
that would be
enjoyable.
rough.
part of it. Yeah, for sure. For
That
sure.
makes. Let's continue
Now I'm
here.
gonna have 2 weeks to deal with this problem, right? So, and honestly, that's the way that I felt. Like I wasn't really even stressed out or upset about it. I'm still really not. I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, Twitch is fucking retarded, and what do you expect, right?
True.
Dude, facts. Hold on. You might have a point here. I'm just like, yeah. How many times have I had to deal?
So true. So true.
But anyway, so all this happens, and I immediately just got off the computer. I didn't really think about it, honestly. So because I was so worried about this health problem, then fast forward to the following day, I talked to some couple of people that I know that I could ask about this, and I get one person. I go and I finally go to the emergency room after talking to one doctor, and they looked at everything. They basically said, "Calm down, retard. It's okay." And
Wow.
Oh, honestly, love it. Keep laughing.
Well,
Some pictures great.
Oh my God. That's
Oh
too
my
good.
gosh. Yes, beautiful.
I'm okay, especially this morning. These symptoms have totally gone away. If you want me to be honest, like just completely, like 100%, like just transparent, I'm still worried. I am. I'm 36 years old. I have had really no health problems ever in my entire life other than my teeth. And I see all my friends that are like, now they have this issue, now they have that issue. And it's like, when is it going to be time? My mom used to always say, and this would always upset me, but it's true, something's going to take you home, right? And it does really scare me a lot. And I, like a lot of times I like to think of myself as being above that, right? But whenever you're faced with it, I realized that I was very much below it. I was extremely scared. I was very upset, and I was really worried. And so I've been dealing with that for the past about 3 or 4 days. And now that it's at least partially resolved, I'm probably going to get a follow-up appointment and have, like a bit more testing done about this to make sure that I'm okay. But otherwise, like that's pretty much the reason why I didn't make any comments about it. I was just so preoccupied with that, like I just didn't really even give a fuck about Twitch, right? I mean, it's fun.
I mean, that's the mindset you gotta have. Like, these people do not care if you drop dead tomorrow.
Nope.
Don't even worry about it too much. Like, obviously, fight back, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't waste your energy.
I don't think
Spend
Dan
some
Clancy
energy,
sent
but don't
him
waste it on it.
a fruit basket or anything. With the
hell
card saying,
no.
hope you get well soon.
Dan
boy."
was like sitting there like, oh, please, let him
Get
go,
outta
let him
here.
go.
Mhm.
He's making me money, but I also don't like the man.
Take him to Jesus. Dude.
True.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. Do you ever wonder if like Dan Clancy ever sits in his chair? He has his cat girls, right? Nani, he might have a picture of you on his wall. I don't
He
know.
might. I don't know. I don't know if my boobs are big enough for Dan. I'm not sure.
You're right. You're right. So maybe he puts like fake boobs on
Okay.
that poster of you, and then he has this like army of cat girls around him. He's like, I think Asmon's going to Jesus. This is good.
Like
I'm
Dr.
rubbing my
No.
hands here like sandpaper, bros.
Yeah.
Petting a cat like Dr. No from James Bond.
Yep.
Mm.
Absolutely.
Funny how you can have something that's like one of the biggest parts of your life, which is like my stream, and then like something else can happen and it's like the other thing just doesn't even exist anymore, right? It's a very, very weird paradox of life. But anyway, so that's pretty much what happened with me a couple of days ago and a few days ago. That's why I'd even taken a day off that day. And so this happens and I'm like, oh wow, I'm such a relief. Now I don't have to feel bad about not going live, right? And so anyway, I got suspended for 14 days. That's what happened. Again, wow, a 36-year-old man has a health scare. This has never happened.
He's 36?
Hey, younger
Yeah.
than I am.
Oh wow,
he's
I thought he
36.
was in his early 30s. What the heck?
Wait, are you calling him old?
No, I thought he was
No.
younger.
Of
Careful there,
course
Missy.
not. No, we would never.
We would never
Do
call
that.
Asmon bald or you old. You're yeah.
Before in the history of humanity. But yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So anyway, the second part is going to be about why I got suspended. So I got suspended because and just to add some context, because it's been very editorialized on the on Twitter and everything like this. But basically what I said was that so Cuba, which is and a little bit of geography here. So Spain is like on the top of the Mediterranean.
Yeah, Cueta or Cuda, whatever, como se llame, Yeah, dude, this whole Spain thing has been insane. And anybody who says, yeah, this is fine, just let them go through.
No, it's not.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's not fine.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, sorry.
I will not be doing that.
Donnie's like, I'm stopping you right here. Put your
Yeah,
hands up.
I will not be doing that. You will not be invading my country. That's just
For
not
real.
happening.
Yeah,
So,
they should be a little bit more like Poland. Oh,
yeah.
you're
Fair,
crying.
yeah.
I fully agree. I fully agree with you.
Mhm.
100%. Yep.
Strait of Gibraltar is like right here, Spain, right? And so underneath that is Morocco. And in the very, very tip of Morocco, there's a city that's owned by Spain. And it's been owned by Spain for hundreds of years. This isn't like something that's new. This isn't like a recent occupation. This has been going on for like, since before like the, it's like the Ottoman Empire time days, right? I don't know. I remember reading the date that it happened, but it was like literally hundreds of years ago. So they've had this city, it's called Cuba, for a long time. City has a population of about 80,000 people. And 40 to 60,000, obviously just by the nature of this, it's not really verified how many, random migrants just all came over in about basically 1 day's time into this small city. Now, this has, in my opinion...
And I don't know, and maybe I'm misremembering here, but it didn't seem like the government of Spain really like did anything right away, if really at all at this point. Yeah, so
They didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was also I'm not saying this is true, but there is evidence that there might be a certain different state involved because of the retaliation for not allowing the US or that state to use the bases in Spain
Oh.
during a certain war that is happening right now in the sandbox that we call the Middle East.
Mhm.
So this
Wow.
might be a retaliation for let's give this part back to Morocco by invading it. And
No way,
there were
dude.
hashtags going on it in TikTok. I think it was Haraga.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wait, for real?
Yeah. So Haraga means it's a term that is used for illegal migrants who burn their passports and then flood into Europe, and they can't be sent back because they don't have documentation. So nobody knows where they're from.
Wow.
There's an ocean there. You can just throw them in there. You know?
Agreed. And the
Just,
current is pretty
like-
strong, apparently, and fairly deep.
Yeah,
Dude, this
exactly, I
is insane. If that's true,
Yeah, there's
Oh
strong
my-
signs because both the leadership and the direct related family have been tweeting about that. There's not really an excuse anymore. So it looks like this is retaliatory in an attempt to give Morocco back
right.
that little city by flooding it.
Well,
Wow.
And you can't trigger Article 5 as well, the NATO Article 5, because this isn't a military attack.
Right.
So NATO can't step in.
Crazy.
dude, this
Wow.
is I don't know anymore, but let's keep hearing what Asmon had to say here.
Like in any other point in history, this would be viewed as a military invasion because, of course, the overwhelming majority of these people are military-aged men. And so what I said is that I think that if you have that many people pouring over your border and you just can't deal with it all, like you can look at the footage of this and it literally looks like it's World War Z. It looks like a fucking...
Oh, I just got a raid. Thank you, Olympus, Ellipsis.
Lopses?
You know what? Ollie. I'm just gonna call you Ollie. Thank you so much. Welcome in. God bless you. Thank you guys. Thank you, Lord Rexworth, as well. It's good to see you. God bless you guys and hope you enjoy. We're reacting to Asmon's latest video that just came out in the last half hour with Miss Nanigachi and Mr. Iron Neo. Make sure to give him a follow already if you haven't. And God bless you guys. Thank you.
Looks like a battlefield, right? It's like a hell on earth type situation. There's trash everywhere and everything. I think I'm straight up. I think you should shoot these people, right? I mean, like, I believe that. I do. I mean, this is a violent military invasion into a city, and after they got.
I mean, again, with what Neo said and this happening, like, and that's the history between that city and Morocco. Yeah, this seems like an invasion. And
It is.
what happens
It's
to
100% invasion. And it's even
100%
worse.
Right. Like he's right.
And the media in Europe as well. If you look to, for example, to my media, the Dutch media, they are like, oh no, about 1,300 people are still left there, and the rest is has all returned to Morocco. So they send interviewers there and people that are like non-mainstream media, but have very good credibility, and they started asking around, like, hey, how many of you guys do you still think there are? There's between 6,000 and 20,000 still there on that in that city.
Dude.
But the mainstream media says like most of them have returned. Maybe 1,300 are still left.
Yeah,
which is absolute baloney.
Yeah.
just ridiculous how these governments don't care, man. I'm not. There's no point in the tinfoil hats right in front of us. It's all here.
Yep. I mean, I'm wearing a hat. But...
Well, I've got an even better hat for you. Hold on. We don't need tinfoil hats around here. We need tinfoil. Hold on, where is this? Let me see if I still have it here.
We need a hazmat suit because we are on Twitch right now.
Yeah, we need that. And here, Neo. I'm gonna give you this as a present. I don't think you can see it, but have a tinfoil Gucci bucket hat.
Put it into send it to me. I'll put a refer.
No. This is part of the meme. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, these people.
What is aluminum hat in Spanish? Aluminium hat, sorry, in Spanish.
Aluminum. Algo así. Aluminium. Algo así. Yeah.
They were obviously, breaking into stores, stealing things out of stores. I saw like one video. It's always hard to know like what's real and what's not. But I saw a video and it's like, if you ever watch Troy, like whenever like a fucking Brad Pitt as Achilles like stabbed the dude in the neck.
The better Troy. The better Troy.
It was still garbage compared to the original, but still better than the current one with "We was Kangs."
So, the fact that it wasn't just, they just like showed up and they were like, just give me papers, but they also showed up and they said, give me your stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
sure, yeah. Shocker.
Who won't be angry about that? Like, come on, man. What are we deluding ourselves? Like, are people just not watching various news outlets? Because here's the problem with legacy media here in the States and probably even in Europe, is that they like to hide things. They like to play it down, and they don't actually report on the facts. So, what? They don't care about the people in that city, man. They really don't.
They really don't. There's already been riots and looting and that kind of stuff, and people have been arrested. Spain already has a problem with illegal migrants coming into the cities and then basically squatting into houses that people live in.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a very good example, which I think is hilarious and sad at the same time, where I think she was like a 30-year-old, felt bad for the migrants that were there, so she invited them in and gave them a temporary lease or something.
Yeah.
And then he decided to abuse her trust by abusing her mentally and physically. And in the end, she had to flee her own home.
With wording, if you can, just because the eyes,
so
the watching.
She had to flee her own house, and now the illegal migrant is living in her house without paying any rent or whatsoever. But he was also watching very nasty stuff.
That's nuts, dude. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. So someone sent some help to these guys because they desperately need it. And the fact that Asmon called it out and not many people are calling it out, it just goes to show that there is a bit of control going on, sadly.
I mean, there's only one solution in Europe right now, which nobody wants to say, but I think
Asmon said it perfectly.
Another crusade will be needed.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
That's like what happened. Like one of these like migrants seemingly stabbed a random citizen in the neck with this knife, right? And they killed this person, I'm assuming, right? Or at least they're in critical condition. So basically, the city is being.
If you don't let them stab you, Asmon, you're a racist. Okay.
Call me a racist.
Didn't you know?
Yeah, you gotta let them. It's the only way to show your love. You must show it.
Inclusiveness. Woo.
Yay, we did it. Someone cue the confetti. Yeah.
Terrorized by a mass invasion of military-aged migrants that have come over for, various different reasons. And people are saying that you couldn't do that because, well, there might be kids in the crowd. And my response to that is that you should shoot them anyway. You should do this anyway. And it doesn't matter really what the collateral damage is. You should defend your borders, especially when you're being invaded by such a massive force of people. So
yeah, exactly. So until like today, and this is my fault, didn't really like see how deep the problem was. I just thought it's the usual government. They're just letting people in so they can change the tide of votes. Nothing crazy is happening. It's just same old. But this is disgusting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad. Have you watched videos of it? It's crazy.
I have seen some clips, but it sounds like it's more brutal than whatever I saw at the start.
Yeah, it hasn't been that bad with Poland as well, but I know that Belarus, for example, is trying to use migrants as a weapon of war against Poland by just following the border the whole time.
Sheesh.
And luckily the Poles have been able to repel them with, also repent, but also repel them with certain things like bullets and such. That's been good so far. It's been good, but yeah, they're trying. So migrants are now a weapon of war, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gotcha.
baseline immigration enforcement. It was never about like, using kids or anything like that. But the reality is that with a lot of these third world countries and a lot of their cultures in the world, if you use a Western frame of reference to look at the values and the morality of the third world people like this, you're going to render yourself blind. You will not understand their theory of mind. They don't look at things the way that you do. That's why Joseph Kony has his child army, and there was Kony.
Yeah, and I said this earlier in stream, and I'm gonna say it again. Certain cultures should not be coming into the States because they are not compatible. Cultures that can assimilate, for example,
Somalia.
like
Sorry, I had a cough. I had a cough.
Oh, really?
I had a big cough.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
a lot of comment. No, like South Koreans, for example, Japanese people,
Amazing
most
people.
European countries, they're fine to come in because sure, we're still different to some extent, but it's easier to assimilate because it's not like that different. Other cultures from certain places on the map, it's violence. It's violence when they get the chance to be violent. And Nani, yeah, go ahead.
I got scripture on that as well. Because do we remember, there we go, now we're diving into scripture as well. Do we remember who are the three sons in the beginning?
Was Esau one of them? I can't remember.
No. Sam.
Hashem.
And Hashem and
Ham, I think it was.
there you go. Yep.
Yeah.
So there's three of them. So the ones that are compatible are also the two that were told that they would master the others, because the others misbehaved. Or the other misbehaved. So he sodomized his own father, and that's why he got punished. And that's why God said, okay, you will always be subservient or servants to the other two brothers and the offspring of them. Which also shows exactly why we in Europe, America, and the East basically match together, and the sub-Saharan and the Saharan peoples and some of those desert people don't mix.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's biblical. So this entire invasion has been foreseen, has been prophesized, and this will be, this is part of the end game.
Cue the mortal.
So let the rapture begin. Woohoo!
Yeah.
2012 and everything. That never really went away, by the way. It's still happening. It might not be necessarily him, but there's other ones that are just as bad, if not worse. So the problem is that a lot of Westerners' morality is built off of the concept that everybody else thinks the way that we do, and unfortunately, that's not the reality. And so what these people will do is that they will bring kids with them, and they will use these kids as effectively human shields in order to invade the country and then take advantage of the people in the country. I view this a lot like a trolley problem, and so the reason what I mean...
Oh, what an
literally
example,
is.
yeah.
Yeah, it literally is a trolley problem. Yep.
It's
100%.
And it's like, of course, it's not that we don't feel bad, right?
Of course it's sad, but you have to do what you have to do to protect your country. That's just
exactly.
It's that simple.
Especially when words have not worked up to this point, the next step, unfortunately, is that. So, I would like to add that these people using their children, like, I think kids shouldn't be on the internet. Imagine kids crossing like this, especially illegally. No place whatsoever. These parents are irresponsible. They are terrible parents, and they need the ruler on their hands, because how do you put your own flesh and blood in front of a war zone like that and think that it's reasonable, that it's intelligent, that it's, I don't know, understandable to even do this? Like, it's insane. I don't understand this. So much evil, man.
You're not going to understand it because they are evil, and they don't care about their kids. It's just that simple. They just don't.
I'm getting dizzy. Somebody keep jumping up and down. Can you stop it?
No, keep jumping, Nani. Keep jumping. Go, go, go. Go,
I'm getting sick.
Uh-oh. Well, those chicken nuggets aren't good anymore.
Stop it, chat. Stop it! Behave yourselves!
by that is that basically you're choosing to stop the invaders here rather than creating a reward structure and an incentive structure around using kids, trafficking children, and effectively using them as political capital to fulfill an invasion's goal, which is to effectively take over this country. We're not take it over, right? But like, invade this city and then use the city as a way to get into mainland Spain and then disperse themselves all over Europe. This is, I think, a very bad thing, and I think it should be stopped by any means necessary. I think this is a horrible problem. A lot of the people that are coming over there, many of them could be criminals. We have no idea. People said Morocco emptied their prisons and let those people come over. I have no idea.
Hey, oh, dude, I need to find out if that's true or not, because if it is, then like you said, Neo, this is a very planned attack, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, these people probably don't have much to lose anyway, so they're gonna do it and cause the most amount of damage that they can before, if the Spanish government was competent, what Asmon suggested would happen.
Yeah, I also dropped the link to the explanation of Arage
Mhm.
in there. So if you can draw up that in chat, because I can't, because I will get notified when you go
Right.
post links. But if you want to do that for chat, so they know what's going on and what the thing is, that would be appreciated.
I'm gonna, yeah. I don't know if we'll get in trouble for posting those links. So if
It's no, it's a
I don't- those
Wikipedia
shouldn't,
page.
right? Oh, here he goes. For those of
It'll be fine.
we did watch
It's an
your
explanation.
Bezdebum. I can't pronounce his last name. And yeah, you're right. Basically, what he said is happening. And then I don't know, Nani, if you've ever watched. There's this video on YouTube that someone pretends to be like the devil. Like, it's a very old video. I think it's like from the early to mid 1900s, where the guy is talking like, if I were the devil, I would do X, Y, Z. And the things that bro listed literally happening now. It's insane. Stop throwing
Did he
things
look
at
like-
Nani.
Did he look?
Yeah.
Did he look like Hassan?
No one's hitting me.
Did he look like a son? You said?
Yeah,
No.
just asking. I mean, I
No,
think it's a reasonable question.
I don't think so. Oh my gosh. Was it C.S. Lewis? I'm not sure if it was C.S. Lewis. It might have been. It was some cool white dude, though. That's all I know.
Idea if they did that or not. I would assume many cases they did. That's what Russia's done apparently with Ukraine. And so I don't really think this is the first time this has ever happened. There's many precedents for this. A lot of people look at this from the perspective of human rights or something like this. And I find this to be one of the most malignant and pernicious abuses and inversions of morality that we have nowadays. And
We've been saying this forever. The Christians have been saying this forever. Granted, they have become part of the problem as well to some extent in the West. These people are coming to destroy. And sure, there might be a small group of people who are just here. They want to, they're willing to assimilate and they want a better life for their family. But I would say 95% of them are here to subvert and destroy.
Yeah,
Minimum.
and
There is no
even the ones
moderation
that
in
come
Islam.
here for a better life, get in line.
Yeah, get a line.
Yeah, pretty
America
much.
first. Period.
Yep.
I'll
Period.
explain why. Never once have I ever heard about the human rights or the privileges or, what's the right thing to do for all of the people in the city who are now having to be terrified in their homes, boarding their houses up. You have these migrants banging on their doors, smashing their windows, destroying their business.
And this is the same thing similar thing that's been happening in the UK. Like I was saying earlier to you guys, they are destroying businesses. They are ending the lives of people. And if any UK citizens, like natural born there, step up, the police take them instead. How ironic is that? I'm going to assume that the same thing is going to be happening in this town. That's like, no, you can't let them be, let them destroy. You do something, we're gonna send you right to the slammer. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, Japan too. They were
Mm-hmm.
burning down shrines and everything else. Yeah.
And did you see that there was I don't know if you saw this on X, but there was a town, I think some sort of emergency happened and they were serving like pork soup. I don't know if this is true or not, but they were someone followed up and said, "No, we're going to keep serving pork soup tomorrow. We're going to add extra pork for them." And I started laughing because I'm just like, dude, that is so base. Like it's an emergency. national emergency
Yep.
or whatever, and you're being
Yep.
picky about food, just eat the food, man.
Yeah, exactly. Also, can I do a suggestion that we send something to the Spanish and Polish border patrol and everybody who's on the border patrol? It's a U.S. gift. There's a company in the U.S. called Nevesky, and they make barrel attachments for the at the end, so like suppressors and that kind of stuff. They also have a flesh hider called the Flaming Pig.
Oh,
Can we please send those to the border patrols? And if they use it, they can have it in a way that they can say, if we shoot them to hell, we shoot them to hell properly.
that's crazy,
Because, Flaming Pig.
dude. I'm
This
not
thing is
gonna
amazing.
lie.
And it literally has a little flaming pig with it's basically a pig farting with a flame coming out of its butt. It's amazing. It's such a fun product.
What did I just listen to? What
Yeah,
was
it's
that?
the Vesky Flaming Pig. Yeah, I'll send you the link for it. It's so
Yeah,
funny.
so listen to me, dude. That's crazy work, man.
Is potentially violating them, attacking them, and doing whatever they can to these people. You never, not once in my entire life have I ever heard about the concept of their human rights. I never hear about the people who have been the victims of these policies and this lax enforcement, whose lives have been effectively destroyed, and then for some reason we never think about them. We don't care about them. The only people that we care about are these invaders that are going around trying to take advantage of the country. And I think this is a profound inversion of morality. I don't think that any country has an obligation to take in migrants. I don't think any country has an obligation to let people invade their borders. And I think that at the capacity that was happening with Cuba, I do think that you should use lethal military force to repel a literal fucking invasion.
It's entitlement. Well, it's entitlement's destruction. Who are we to say that we deserve to go into someone else's homeland? If you're not born there, you have no right to nothing, man. Get in the legal way or go somewhere else where the borders are open and you can do whatever you want. It's not that
Exactly.
hard.
It also wasn't people just coming to the border and standing there for hours trying to get in. It was literal people, thousands of people violently running or rushing into this small town. Like, what do you
Being
expect
let
that
in.
they're supposed to do? Yeah.
Also, I would like to say that Jacred VT or Jacred, I don't know how to pronounce it. He has a good advice. Somebody needs to invest in pig pork farms ASAP. True, but I think we should relocate them to border. Put them on the borders. Just make the border one massive pig field. They won't run through it because they are not allowed. I think that's the best deterrent we can use.
Goodness gracious,
maybe.
man. Well,
Just
it might not
one
be a bad
massive
idea.
border farm.
Keep in mind, this is a city of 80,000 people, and 40 to 60,000 additional people tried to come in one day. That's an invasion,
Exactly.
and I think
Sorry, did you want to add?
What?
Go, Nanny.
But Nani?
What?
Not at all.
No, I'm just saying
Nani?
that's exactly what I was just saying. It wasn't just, here's some people coming in and we're gonna let them in and they're gonna stand here for hours and they're gonna wait to get in, this and that. No,
Nope.
it's literally thousands, half the population of that town
Yeah.
being let in one singular day. Like that's crazy. Yeah. No.
they should use guns to stop it. And I'm not sorry for saying that. And it doesn't matter what you try to use as,
Sorry, what?
I said
What?
he said he's not sorry for saying that. I said
Good. Very good.
emotional blackmail or something like that. Fundamentally, all of these different tools that these people use will never actually be applied in a universal way. These are the same people whose ideology leads them to thinking that 6-year-olds can transition to another gender.
Bro, it's literally that, man. It's literally.
And then we can marry them off to the people that we. No, wait.
Hey, yo. But.
No.
Do not want that happening.
They're the ones
we don't.
that lead themselves to, defending Hamas and terrorist propaganda, because terrorists like to use kids as human shields as well, because they like to shoot rockets from schools. The reason why they do that is because there is a reward structure inside of our society that puts the damaging and the harm to children and women at a higher standard than the harm to like a military-aged man. Now, in a general sense, I would agree with that in a peacetime reality, but whenever these people are launching rockets and large-scale invasions, I think that you need to look at this as a wartime event. And I would ask yourself, how many people got killed in World War II? How many people get killed in every single war? Civilian casualties and killing anybody who's not a combatant is a tragedy. It's a horrible thing to have happen. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you're not allowed to have borders. And it doesn't mean that you can't make decisions to protect your own people, even if it comes at the expense of other people that are trying to do this in bad faith and use this. And by the way, the usage of people like this as human shields is a war crime in itself. And that's, I think,
It is. And I don't think that the people who are for this, who are fine with this, understand that reality. And while I don't want this to happen, when it finally fully happens to us, and like I said, the barbarian's at the gate, he is breaking down the gate and he's flooding into your glass houses, don't come crying. Do not come crying because we told you, and you decided, no, I don't want to be a bigot. I don't want to be a Nazi, Yahtzee, whatever.
I will.
Face.
I love
mean-
you.
Yeah, I'll tell you why I got banned for. I got banned for using this one, so you guys, you girls can see it. There you go. I got banned because of that one, and it has nothing to do, but that's why I got banned. It's a tanker outfit. But yeah.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
like
I mean, that's
that.
Also,
adorable.
one of
yeah.
my friends, I watched a video on Instagram, something like that,
Mhm.
and somebody went, "I'm a racist," and I'm like, "I'm not a
So?
racist. I'm a melanin realist. There's a difference."
Did you just say melon? I mean, look, these hands are rated E for everyone, you know? Oh my goodness.
the biggest issue that I have with a lot of these people that are criticizing this is that I don't think that they really care about these kids. They don't give a shit about them. Like, these are the people, they'll bring kids to an ICE protest. Why would you bring a kid?
That made, not even,
Yeah.
I'm sorry I keep pausing, but like, he's just
It's
spitting
okay.
bars.
He
Those,
is.
I watched those ICE protests and I thought to myself, I can understand these useless fools here. Whatever. They're paid for. But the people who brought their kids, I just thought to myself, are you retarded? like are we being serious here? First of all, I don't think kids should be at anime conventions unless it's actually like advertised as family friendly. And I don't think that they should be in a protest where they can get hurt, lose their life, or, if they still live, get indoctrinated by their dumb parents. I just don't.
Yep.
These are the same people, man. They don't care. And it's like, I don't think that they live in reality and that's why they don't care. But when that reality come knocking,
Mhm.
I don't want you to be shocked. Not you guys, but like them. I really don't want them to be shocked because you voted it in. You said it's fine. You said, we gotta be nice and keep the peace. And it's like, what peace, bro? They're coming at you with bullets. They're coming at you with the intention of destroying you so that they can take over what you built, what your ancestors built, and that's it. No love for, no self-preservation, nothing. And I don't know what it's gonna take, and I really don't want to get to this point, but we're at this point where right around the corner, World War III, bro. Like, I don't know, like, because this is the only thing it's gonna end up in, I think, but I could be wrong. Maybe we got some more time.
I live in a stand your ground and castle law state.
Oh, you're so
Hmm.
lucky.
Highly suggest that if you don't live in a state that is stand your ground or castle law state, you change
Move.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah. You change
Move.
that.
This is why I'm trying to move to the Czech Republic, because at least the gun laws there allow me to carry
Yeah. Yeah.
and use
I'm ready.
in self-defense compared to the Netherlands, where if I'm getting burgled, somebody's robbing my house, and I accidentally give him a punch. Well, not accidentally, but I give him a punch. I will be sued for assault for defending my own stuff.
Yeah.
This is
no,
how
it's not
corrupt
like
the
that here.
Netherlands is, and most of Europe.
Crazy.
Yeah. Mhm.
Crazy.
to a protest where there's rioting and there's flashbang grenades and tear gas being set off. And the truth is, and there is a reason for it, the reason why they do that is because they want to use these kids and the harm that these kids will inevitably go through because of collateral damage, and they want to use this as a political tool so they can advance their agenda. These people they're sick. They're sick, evil people. And I also referred to the people that use the human shields as animals.
They are.
That's exactly what I
Yeah.
They're less than, honestly. I
Mhm.
like animals. I don't like them. So,
That's for
we can be
real,
nice.
dude. Yeah. I just don't like. How do you sleep at night? Do these people? I think they have to take enough Xanax to knock them out every night, because there's no way you sleep at night knowing that
Because
you're
these are the
alive.
same people that we talked about earlier when the communists take over power. It's the exact same mindset and mentality. It's mostly the same people as well. They are what we call, and what we know they are called, the useful idiots. So as
Yeah.
soon as the group that they want to have control, which is either the Islamic people or the socialists/communists, because that's the same thing, chat. Socialists are communists. The only difference is they vote them in and they can't vote them out. But the ideology is the same. But as soon as those people are in power, the useful idiots will be shot and killed first. Because once they realized, oh my gosh, we messed up, they're a risk.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
why risk that as the group that got into power? It's easier just to go, oh no, we need you in special camps. Come here. We need you. You did good. Come on, we give celebrations. We have rewards for you. And then go, aha, bang.
I think they're fucking animals. If you use children as human shields in order for you to invade a country or in order for you to do terrorist attacks, I think that you're a fucking animal. And I'm not sorry for it. And I honestly think that most people agree with me. I think that almost everybody does. But unfortunately, we've had this inversion of morality where these truly evil, malignant, pernicious people have been allowed to use this fake moral authority that they have to dictate that we have to allow terrorism, violence, and complete societal collapse. And if we don't allow this, somehow we're the ones that are evil. I reject this completely.
So do I.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
We're the bad guys.
If you don't like Islam, you're a bigot, you're an Islamophobe. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
No, it's like I've embraced it at this point. I'm done.
No, I'm not even that. I just go, I don't have irrational fear for you. I just know you're wrong.
Yeah. You can call me whatever. It probably checks the box.
The same goes as if they call me like, oh, you're a bigot or a homophobe or whatsoever, or like, oh, you're a transphobe. No, I'm not. I don't have an irrational fear for you. I just know that you're wrong and confused. And rather than going, hey, let's agree with this ideology, it's my job to call you out on it. Because if you were schizophrenic, we would give you pills.
Yeah.
Because you're sick. So why would we not? Why would we tell we don't tell schizophrenics, oh, the voice you're hearing, those are normal. You can live with those. Just listen to the voices. No, you don't. So we do the same thing with people who think that they're a different gender or whatever thing they have in mind.
Holy ball, if you're still here, I have an idea. This is the $1 million idea. So this is Nanigachi, right? Super cool cat VTuber lady from the South.
Meow.
You know that song that you made for Powder? I'm just saying you can make Nani do a cover in, like, I don't know if you're into what is it, country music? Do you like country music?
I do like some country music. I mean, it's kind of it's in my blood. Like, what can I,
Like a little bit of Tim McGraw?
Make her do a country cover of Yeah and. Make her do
Yes. Y'all partners.
They called me race. No, I'm kidding. Okay, maybe that's messed up. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm from the north.
So
My bad.
Oh my God. Yankee. No.
Put some twang in it as well.
We're gonna be catching some hands. I think after this stream. No,
hi, folks. Welcome in. Thank you for following Celeste.
Thank you. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the chaos.
Hey, okay, can I add to that? Hold on, can I add to that idea? Then instead of you riding a horse, you'll be riding a chocobo.
Oh,
a chocobo.
That's cool. I like.
Chocobo.
Oh, that's fair too.
I feel rejected. My feelings got hurt.
An original song would be great, but I also think he should release a cover of that song. And then what he could do, is that for every chud of YouTuber, right? So for example, Leaflet is Japanese, or she's a Japanese slime, whatever. You make her sing it in Japanese, then you make Juju sing it with bananas, and then you can make me sing it in Spanish. I'm just saying,
Hola.
you can make multiple covers and make millions.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I gotta stop
Stand
talking.
it.
Anyway.
Don't make me sing it in
There
Dutch,
might
though.
be
Don't
some
make me sing it
people-
in
This
Dutch.
isn't a
No.
very comfortable thing to say. It's not a very polite thing to say. This isn't something that you'd read on a bumper sticker. But I think this is the nature of the world, and it's the nature of the reality that we live in. And I don't want to use a bunch of euphemisms and other types of vague and pacified language to discuss this in a way that is not authentic to its true harm and its true existence, which is what I think that's what it is. And I think that there are definitely criticisms people have of me that are valid, where like I probably do dial it up a little bit too much, and maybe I could use different rhetoric, etc. But I want to let you know that I apologize for nothing. I meant exactly.
Yeah.
Don't back down.
Like-
Never back
Yeah.
down. Do not bend the knee to the mob, because once you do, they will own your butts.
I didn't
I
want to think
warned a
about
couple of
that.
friends of mine about that. They gave in, and now they're owned, and they can't go back.
I pressed a button, Nani, help me. Where were
So
we?
last,
I
I think it was like 14 minutes or so, maybe more.
Chat, help me. I have mental problems.
Yeah, just go there. 14.
14.
Let's see.
And if we don't allow this, somehow we're the ones that are evil.
No, it was a little more.
That is not authentic to its true harm and its true existence, which is what I think that's what it is. And I think that there are definitely criticisms people have of me that are valid.
Yeah, we were like
where
right
like
here.
I probably do dial it up a little bit too much, and maybe I could use different rhetoric, etc. But I want to let you know that I apologize for nothing. I meant exactly what I said, and I think that these borders should be defended with lethal force whenever it's being invaded by 40 to 60,000 people at the same time. That's an incredibly dangerous thing for all the people that live in that country, and I don't think that a government has an obligation to allow a bunch of invaders to pour over and potentially kill their own citizens. I find this to just be horrible, and ultimately it should be stopped.
But they don't care because there's an incentive for them to do it. They get votes, they get to stay in power a little longer until they drop like a fly. Hopefully soon. Anyway, that's exactly why they'll do it, and they don't care because they're in their glass houses, their glass castles, the man in the high castle over there, and like, why do they care when the peasants are dying from the plague? They don't care.
Nope, they don't.
It's not happening in their neighborhoods.
Nope. But once it does, like I said, I want to hear them complain. It's gonna be too late.
Also, there are a lot of other patterns, like I'll give another parallel to this as well, is that in a lot of gang culture, what they do, and this is, of course, nothing like this is a monolith, but many of people like this, what they do is they'll use children to commit crimes because they know the children will not be sentenced in the same way that an adult will do. And what my biggest argument for all of this is that I generally, and I know people might not believe this, I think most people do believe this, but the people that don't like me don't believe this, or they don't want to, is that I think that I really do have the most moral and ethical position on this. Because the moment that you create an incentive, you also drive a behavior. And in my opinion, if you don't capitulate to this emotional blackmail, you also don't allow these people to target and victimize these children by using them as baggage and effectively shock troopers in order to accomplish a goal. So,
yep. He's just saying straight facts here. Like, I don't think I could say it better than him at this point. He's just saying it as it is. That's how it is. Woo.
Well, and
for
it could be
example,
also used as a demographic weapon. Because the English, for example, tried to invade Scotland but couldn't win back in the very big day. So the King of England decided if you can't weed them out, you'll breed them out. So the English nobles, literally the English nobles, every Scottish wedding, the lord of that region had the first night with the lady that got married. Just to make sure that the kids would be English and not Scottish. Which comes to the question, who now in Europe has the most kids? It's not Europeans, I'll give you that one.
Oh boy.
If these kids were being charged as adults, the entire tool that these people were using, these gangs were using of having children commit crimes on their behalf, this tool would effectively be rendered ineffective. But we don't want to do that because it makes people sad to put kids in jail. But from my perspective, the way that I see it is that it makes me sad to see kids that were abused, that are trafficked, and that are put into these situations because the people that are truly and profoundly evil, the people that know this, know that they can use these children because they can co-opt and use your morality against you so they can push their own evil designs. And I think that you do have to reject this in its entirety in order to have a society that isn't ruled by evil, inversion, and other types of just completely horrible people.
But they're not gonna do it because it's short-term profits over long-term sustainability. That's how it is. Goodness gracious, Lord have mercy. And it's like, I think the other thing too, and I'm not saying that this needs to happen tomorrow, but at least in America, I think people need to start waking up, and the Second Amendment right is looking real cute today. And yes, having more children, absolutely. We must fight back against the tides, and there's a couple different ways we can effectively do that. So, just saying.
Second Amendment looks good every day. But yeah, it looks really good today.
Yeah. It's a day like today.
So for example, Hungary. Hungary has a policy right now where if you have children, you get a cut on your income tax, and I think it's like 2 or more kids, you don't pay an income tax anymore.
Beautiful.
Which is a very good incentive for parents to have children. The only downside is if you start implementing that in Western Europe, you're messed because all the people who already don't pay taxes and are a drain on society will get that tax benefit.
Yeah.
So it will incentivize the continued demographic reform, change, or there's a good term for that again. What's it? Let me find this real quick.
America just needs to abolish the IRS. Completely.
Yes, abolish the IRS. Abolish it. My point on that one is real quick. The IRS is the biggest problem. Everybody goes, yeah, but it's the ATF, the FBI, that kind of stuff. No, without the IRS, there's nobody left to pay for it. So abolish the IRS, and the rest will go away.
Yeah,
that's
the
what they
IRS
do.
should not exist.
They're financed by
anymore.
the IRF, so.
Yep.
Well, let's see what happens, because as someone who works in like taxes and stuff, my job would be gone, but that's fine. That's all good. I'm fine with that.
It's okay.
For freedom.
We'll find you another job.
We'll find you a different job.
Yeah, a better job. Yeah, a better job.
Oh, that's it. It's a great replacement.
Mm-hmm.
A European great replacement.
Ultimately, you do have to sometimes make hard decisions like that, but ultimately making a hard decision like that should never have... that's my alarm. I was supposed to get up. It's 2:46 p.m. And so, excuse me on that. You do have to make these hard decisions. You do have to do things that are obviously, sometimes not the nicest things in the world. But I think that in order to do that, you do that in the goal to preserve a culture that is the best place that you want to live in the world as well. So that's the problem that I have. I don't think that I said anything wrong. I think that a lot of people actually would agree with me. And I think that the way that we've taken military action in the past, things like, for example, World War II, would indicate that actually this is not as much an objective reality that some people would make it out to be. And again, these are the same people that have no problem using children as props and having them, groomed by adults, about their gender, taking them to ICE protests, putting them directly in danger because there are rioters and criminals and violence there. Who would ever bring a kid there? And these are the same people that are saying that I'm wrong for saying that creating an incentive for people to human traffic children and use them as human shields is a bad thing. And so I apologize for absolutely nothing. I said it in a very abrasive way.
Beautiful. Don't apologize to the mob. I need to learn from him too, and to not apologize, because at the end of the day, softness has gotten us next to nowhere, and sometimes you need to be more firm, and you need to stand for those values. And there might come a point where it escalates to a point where it has to be shut down in a much more aggressive way, because it's the only way. So I'm glad that he's not apologizing. And if this happens, these other groups, they brought it upon themselves. They're clearly attacking us. I do believe that this is kind of a declaration of war without, a major government saying it's a declaration of war. They have sanctioned it for themselves, and what's coming is not going to be pretty. I have no doubt that we're really close to another world war, because this can't keep going on like this. People need to wake up.
With apologizing. By the way, if you believe what you say, don't ever apologize.
Nope.
Don't ever apologize, because the thing is those people, they hate you anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You can apologize to them 100 times. It's not going to matter. There's nothing you can say that is ever going to change their mind about you, ever. So,
Yep.
fuck them.
Yeah.
Well, now you need to explain which. No.
I'm going to continue communicating that way. That's how I was raised. The reality is that, I was driving my dad to the hospital. He was like getting one of his cancer treatments. And he said, well, what's funny about this? And I said, what? And he says, well, now they can say you killed me too, just like they say you killed your mom.
That's insane. Wow.
That is
Holy moly.
such dark humor. I love it.
God.
That's the way I grew up. That's the way I communicate. And that's the way I think. And I'm not sorry. And I understand that sometimes I use abrasive language. Sometimes I communicate in a way that's a little bit, harsh. And, people can say I'm mean. They can say I'm evil. They can say everything. But they're not saying I'm wrong. And I think that ultimately...
That's the big key here. They say they're not saying he's wrong. They just said you hurt my feeling.
And like I said, even if he apologized now, then they don't care. It doesn't matter, because
I don't care.
Yeah, like even if he apologized for what he said, which he absolutely should not ever. Even if he did, they would hate him anyway. It just doesn't matter, So he might as well just say what he thinks. Why not?
You're based and red-pilled 1,000%, dude.
We should look at a lot of these uncomfortable truths with a lot more of a clear mind, rather than allowing it to be polluted by people that I think want to hurt us, people that want to put us in a position that is not advantageous. And that's the reason why I communicate the way that I do. It is hopefully to normalize this type of language and for people to see things for what they are rather than what they want them to be. And I think that's for better and for worse. So that's the reason why I talk the way that I do. I'm not sorry. It's probably not going to stop. I might try to I'm going to try to obviously tone it down a little bit, because I don't want to get suspended all the time, right?
That'll last like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He'll tone it down like a little, for like 2 weeks, and then it'll,
And then we're back to our regular scheduled programming. It's fine.
Yeah. Honestly, even if they did perma him off of Twitch, it doesn't matter. People will follow him anywhere he goes.
I
mean, if he
think
moves
that
to
for
Rumble, he can be a big one for Rumble.
If he permanently moves somewhere else, I'm not saying that will be like the end of Twitch, because they do have other bigger creators, but it is going to be a big chunk of change that they're missing out on, because he could just deactivate or remove his account. Well, if he's not streaming, they can't really run ads anyway, but it's a big chunk of change. I doubt that they're going to perma him. I doubt it.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if he moves to Rumble, it will be a massive move, especially for Rumble itself as well.
Yeah.
I mean, they have Crowder and everything, but
I don't think he'll move to. I would see him moving to Kick before he moved to Rumble, probably.
Yeah,
but
I agree with you there. I think he would. Yeah,
because Kick is just very it almost mirrors Twitch in the way that it works, just a little bit of different like API and.
They use the same coding, which is hilarious.
Yeah, so it would be the easiest switch of his life. It just wouldn't affect him at all.
Yep.
The popular belief, it's great to have a vacation, but I don't want to have them all the time. And so that's pretty much where things stand. That's the way that I feel. That's my reasoning for it. I view it as a trolley problem, and I think it enables human trafficking the moment that you capitulate to that type of emotional blackmail. So that's really the way that I feel. And I know this might be a harsh opinion. It might not be something that everybody agrees with, but I think it is the ethically correct thing to do, given the the implications of doing otherwise. this. So anyway, that's the way that I feel. Now, what's going to happen now? I'll probably file an appeal in a day or so. Hopefully, I can get unsuspended earlier. I don't really know. I'll probably, I can try to, like, I wish I could just talk to them. It's really funny. So, like, Twitch emails me, and they say, like, yeah, you had an accidental content violation because you accidentally showed something on your stream you shouldn't have showed. And, like, they sent me an email for this. So I said, I respond back. I'm like, oh, yeah, my bad.
It's always accidental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oopsie daisy.
Yes,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
And when you
And
appeal,
so then I
and when you appeal, you're not a big streamer. You're still messed up because they won't change
Yeah.
anything until it causes some storm for them.
Yeah, and it's something similar with YouTube, and we don't have to necessarily talk about it, but like briefly, like Smugalana, for example, YouTube bonk
Oh, the
on her channel.
mosquito thing?
Yeah, and I think there might have been something
Yeah.
else, but I'm not sure. And the AI is terrible, and the human help. I'm telling you, they're gonna ban these platforms are gonna ban the wrong person one day, and the class action lawsuit that is going to follow not gonna be fun. And again, supposedly Twitch runs in the negative for Amazon, so but still they still get money. They're still paying people out. The business may not be profitable, but I'm sure the CEO and the people right below him are cashing in. So
Yeah.
once that's gone, and let's say in a class action lawsuit and they owe money, it's not going to be fun. I mean, I hope it doesn't happen because a lot of people's livelihoods are tied to Twitch, but sometimes change like that can only really happen if we hit rock bottom. And it sucks for the people involved who are innocent and get caught in the crossfire, but unfortunately, that's really how it is.
Yeah, I agree.
get suspended for 2 weeks. No email. I don't have any email. So this is the funniest thing, by the way. I actually don't even know this is why I got banned. Twitch has never communicated to me what the thing is that I did.
And when they banned me, same thing. No
Really?
information. Yeah, no information. Just that I don't know, something about like hateful language or something. It was not specific.
Yeah, same.
And but the reason I know what I got banned for was because my stalker, and he's still doing it now, reporting me. I'm getting in trouble and I'm not actually violating the rules or anything, but they'll take whatever out of context, or I'll say something that maybe they don't like, but I don't say in a, inflammatory way. And then I get mass reported by other people who don't like me. And then in the system, they don't care. And I appeal and nothing. And it's horrible.
Yep.
These people, they come after your livelihood. And it's like you have a reasonable middle of the road take. And they're treating you like you are dropping a, I don't think I can say that word in that phrase, but you're destroying their whole life. You're just causing pure destruction, and you're coming out like it's like you killed their cat or something.
Yeah.
And it's insane. It's insane to me.
Wrong that got me banned. I'm just guessing it's probably the thing that everybody was mad about, right? So I don't know, maybe it's actually some other random clip that had nothing to do with this. But that's
Let's be honest. It's about what you said. Let's be real honest.
Let's not sugarcoat it.
That's generally what my thinking on it is. Will I be back? Yeah, sure, I'll be back. It's been nice to have a little bit of a vacation. I've been stressed out about other life stuff. I feel like I'm in kind of a position in my life now where it's like, what am I doing with my life? Where do I want to be in 5 or 10 years, right? It's like, kind of midlife crisis type stuff I'm dealing with. I don't talk about this a lot on stream because it's stupid, boring, and it's also, it's indulgent, and I don't want to treat my viewers like my own personal diary, but I have been going through my own personal issues as well, especially right after losing both my parents, and I'm living here by myself, and, it gives you a lot of questions for like what to do in life, and, I don't want to get too into that, but, just know that that's the backdrop for a lot of the ways that, I'm dealing with things personally off stream. And so, yeah, and then all these things happen. I have this health scare, and it's like, oh my God, this is, am I dying, right? Is this happening? And so that's really kind of why I haven't immediately responded. It had nothing to do really with Twitch at all.
So, and if he says more, we can finish it off. But I just want to say, as someone who, is a Christian, I know that he's, I feel for him. He's lost a lot. Like, I haven't really told chat too much myself. Like, my mom is in the state where I don't really know how much more time she might have with me, to be honest. And I don't have the best relationship with my mom, but it's a very real reality. And in a way, I can kind of feel for Asmon a little bit, because even though I'm not like there yet, I fear that it's much closer than what I think it is. And I really hope and I pray, and I know a lot of you guys here in Chai, in my community, we're hoping that he comes to Christ. Like, obviously, he had some level of Christian upbringing, it seems like, and I think that he would find a lot of peace embracing Christ once more in his life. And so if we could just pray for Asmon, guys, like, keep him in your prayers, that, you know, regardless of what's going on and everything that has gone on, that he can continue to, you know, walk forward and embrace the Lord, because it's hard what he's going through. I wish on nobody, not only for the Twitch thing, but, you know, just losing his parents, man. It's not easy.
True.
Yeah, we can finish off here. Since
I think he's about the same level where I was in 2018, 2019, where I started to do research on Christianity because of cultural aspects of it, and then I found Christ through that. So it would be cool if he has a similar path.
Hopefully, yeah.
It was a lot more important. So anyway, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I'll be back really soon. I haven't really decided. Maybe I'll just come back and stream on Kick. I can just wait out the suspension. I don't really know. I'll probably get a few other like real life weekly and monthly quests done, and you know, just try to relax a little bit, which has been great. I slept for like 10 hours yesterday, so I'm in kind of good mood right now.
I've done 12.
Yeah,
it's
anyway,
really nice.
That's pretty much what the plan is, and yeah, that's about all I've got. I'll be back, and yeah, see you next time. But anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching and sticking around this long. Sorry it's such a long video. There's a lot to talk about.
No, it's okay.
And a lot that's happened. So yeah, that's the way I feel. That's where I'm at. That's what's going on. And I'll see you guys very soon. So until next time, boys. Peace. See ya.
Adios, Mr. Asmongold. Gold.
He's gonna come back with 4 kids, and like he's bought like 12 houses, and you know, he's gonna be a change.
He's got
Every
a
time
mid-mansion.
He gets suspended, he like improves himself in some sort of way, and yeah.